Hey, so you've clicked this video to find out how to cure athlete's foot. So I'll give you the short version if you don't have time to watch the whole video, and it's this: rubbing alcohol, 70% isopropyl alcohol. That's the short answer. The long answer, if you would just a little bit of background, when I was in the seventh grade in junior high school, I was on the cross country team, and I got athlete's foot. And I have kind of sweaty feet, and I think that certainly that is a big contributing factor to having to getting athlete's foot and to having difficulties getting rid of it. I tried all kinds of products over subsequent years, all kinds of antifungal medications that did a better or worse job at controlling it. It never really seemed to go away. And it was one of those things that would be sometimes really bad, sometimes not as bad, but it was always something that I lived with for years and years. And I think it was in college. I backpack a lot, and I was reading a backpacking book, and it was talking about ways to prevent blisters. And it mentioned using rubbing alcohol as a way to keep your feet dry to avoid getting blisters while you're backpacking. So I tried that to keep from getting blisters, and almost immediately I noticed that my athlete's foot had gone away. And so since then, I have every morning after I brush my teeth, I put on rubbing alcohol on my feet, making sure to really get it between my toes, and it dries almost instantly. And that's it. It's a once a day thing. It just takes a few seconds, maybe a minute. And if I'm really working out hard or it's summer and I'm sweating a lot, I might do it twice a day, but really once a day seems to be sufficient. And just if I'll demonstrate how I do that on my hand. So if you imagine my hand is my foot. So rather than using this big bottle where it's a little bit harder to control pouring it, I just put it in a little smaller container. And I just put a very little bit, well, not very little, but a fairly small amount on my hand. Just put it on my foot, rub it all around, and again, making sure to get between the toes. I think that's really important. So I get between the toes and just generally rub it on, and it's basically dry already. Of course, alcohol is also used in hand sanitizer, and sometimes if I don't have access to rubbing alcohol, I'll just use hand sanitizer. It doesn't work quite as well, it doesn't dry as quickly, but this isn't advice from a doctor, but from my experience of struggling with athlete's foot for many years and having it basically instantly go away and never come back decade after decade, I would really strongly recommend give it a try. You don't have anything to lose, and I feel like it's going to be as effective for you as it was for me. At least I hope so. And it helps. It helps to keep you from getting blisters. So how does it work? Presumably, it just dries your feet to the point that it makes an environment where the fungus is not able to thrive. If you have really dry feet, you probably don't have problems with athlete's foot, so you wouldn't have to worry about your feet cracking. Like I said, I've used it once a day for decades, and I don't ever have a problem with my feet cracking or anything like that. So it doesn't dry it out to that extent. Once a day, maybe twice, if you feel like you need it, and I hope that works for you. If it does, leave me a comment, or if it doesn't, leave me a comment too. I'd be curious to find out. And if you like this video, hit like, and if you want to subscribe, see more content from me, subscribe. And if you're interested in supporting this channel, I'll leave a link to my PayPal account in the description. But nothing in this for me other than just athlete's foot was such a pain, and this was such an easy fix that I wished I had found out about a long time ago. So just thought I'd share that with whoever happens to be randomly searching for athlete's foot cures. Hope it works. Take care, guys.